What's Jackson like?
I think he's a typical 5-year-old boy that has a missing limb. But I don't think that stopped him. I think it sort of accelerated him.
So you're able to dribble. I've seen you shoot, you pass. This thing is special. How long did it take you to learn how to do that?
3.5 years.
You happy to have that? Tell me why.
Because I love myself.
He's a 5-year-old. He loves sports. How big of a part of his life is sports for him?
Oh, it's a big part. It's been in our family for a couple of generations now. I have a father who played basketball at St. Bonaventure.
If someone said, what's your dad like, what would you tell him?
He likes basketball and he played at UMass.
I played at University of Massachusetts. I had a lot of friends in the business. So he's been in tune to it really since he was 1 or 2 years old. He doesn't look at his special hand as anything other than what we call it, which is the special hand.
Have you ever played someone that you haven't met and they try and force you to the right because of your special arm and you go by them anyway? What does that feel like?
Fun.
How come?
Because it makes me get better and better.
He's lefty, obviously, and he's got a really nice stroke. He really does. For a 5-year-old, 5-year-olds can have strokes.
Pass fake, pump fake, rip through, jump shot. He's already dribbling with his special hand better than I would expect at this point. His ball handling skills are off the chart. We spend a lot of time always concentrating right hand layup, left hand layup. So yes, he's gonna have to be creative, but he's working on the reverse layup. Not many 5-year-olds can make regular layups. He's gonna have to get good at spinning the ball in different directions to be successful with his strong hand.
He's just learning his crossover, so for a 5-year-old, he does pretty good. He holds his own.
We were at the anatomy scanning, and when the radiologist left the room, she said, I'm gonna have the doctor come in. And when he came back in, he was really pushing on my stomach to turn the baby around. And I would think it seemed like forever. He switched it to 3D, and Skip finally said, what are you looking for?
At that point, he says, I don't think your son has his right hand.
We both started to cry, and I looked over at the radiologist. She was crying, and it was pretty devastating for us.
I had never known somebody with a missing limb. At that point, all of your expectations of what your child is going to do are, I won't say in danger, but you just don't know. So you're wondering what's going to happen now. You think you're going to have a son and you're going to do all the things that I did with my dad when I was growing up, baseball and basketball, and you think, how is that going to happen now without a hand? We're here at University of Kentucky getting ready for practice this morning before the Florida game. Jackson's excited to meet all his favorite players. Tyler Ulis, Willie Cauley-Stein, Carltown Anthony. He's going to be really excited. He's looking forward to meeting Coach Cal. He loves Kentucky. I mean, he's now, since 2 years old, been following Kentucky, and obviously Kentucky's been at the forefront of college basketball for a long time, but especially with John Calipari being there, he likes to follow Big Blue Nation.
What players do you want to play like?
Tyler Ulis, Andrew Harrison, Aaron Harrison, Willie Cauley-Stein, and Carl Anthony Towns.
Let me see that follow through. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see it again. See that follow through. Most important thing. 3 in a row. I've known Jackson since he was born. And I don't even think Jackson knows that, man, I'm a little different. I think he looks at this and he doesn't see it as something that's going to hold him back. That's what makes this great and unique.
I think we all grow up thinking, are they normal? Is what's going on with me not normal? We're perfectly imperfect. We create the best world that we can from what we're given, which is exactly what Jackson does. And I see a lot of mothers-to-be or dads-to-be asking all the same questions that we did. And now we help them, just as other people who came before us helped us.
He's asked, is my hand going to grow? And we said, no, that's the way your special hand was. That's the way God made you, and that's what you have. And he may have got a little sad once in a while, but he bounces right back. I think he looks at what he has and what he can do versus what he doesn't have and what he can't do. He's had great examples along the way with our friends in basketball. Kevin Lau, who played at Manhattan. Now there's a young man, Zach Hodgkins, in Florida. And those two examples, we show Jackson. I would show him, even on the computer at 2 or 3 years old, I would show him the Jim Abbott story. He was able to meet Jim Abbott when he was 2. I wanted to make sure from the beginning I was able to show Jackson those examples of people with special hands, as we call it, that do amazing things.